Today we are in Unit 4, the Ancient Roman Civilizations, Day 7, and we are going to be reading the Daily Roman Life, Part 2. So we've done Part 1, we learned about the Roman life. Today we are going to be into Part 2, and then we're also going to be reading the Sword of Damocles as well. These are our two readings that we're going to do today. Our first one is going to be the Daily Roman Life, Part 2, is our read aloud. So it's what I am going to be reading to you. The other piece is what you're going to be independent reading today. Along with that, we are going to be looking at opinion essays today, and we are going to be starting our own opinion essay today. So looking at good examples and seeing how they may have organized it, and then being able to jump in and start organizing your very own opinion essay today. Sound good? Okay. Let's go ahead and jump into our vocabulary for today and then do a quick rundown before we start our read aloud. Sound good? Okay. Our first word today is the word brutal. What is our word? Brutal. If something is brutal, it's very harsh. It's very unpleasant. When you talk about something being brutal, it could be physical, or it could just be like yelling at someone, right? So if something is brutal in how someone treats you, it's just really harsh. The environment, the environment can be very brutal as well. Like if you walk outside and your skin hurts, it's so cold, it could be brutal out. It's harsh, it's unpleasant. Our next word is the word chaos. What's our word? Chaos. Now, this is a word that is very different because the CH, usually at the beginning, you would hear ch, but it does not say ch, it says K. Chaos. So that CH, instead of saying ch, it says k. So chaos. Chaos just means complete confusion or disorder. Sometimes I look in your desks and it's in chaos. Nothing is in the right folders. Things are everywhere. Pencils are spilling out, papers are spilling out. It's in chaos. Nothing's organized. It's completely confusing. Chaos. Ah, he says. You like my pictures so far? Yeah. I tried really hard. Yes. Our next one is gladiator. Now, we've talked about gladiators. Most of you are familiar with gladiators. Gladiators fought where? In the Roman Colosseum. Great job, Kyler. It's in that Roman Colosseum. A gladiator is going to be a man in ancient Rome who fought other men or animals for entertainments of the audience. So they are fighting, usually to the death, for entertainment. And we see they're trying to go for the death. Look at them. Swords and spears, and they're going all at it, right? Now, this would be like a reenactment. This would not be something that would really happen nowadays. That it would be something that is not okay. But in the Roman Colosseum in ancient Rome, gladiators, their job was to fight to the death. And they would fight animals. They would fight other people. Oftentimes when you see depictions of the Roman Colosseum fights, you might see like them fighting lions. So it's going to be like a ferocious. They're not going to send you out there to fight a bunny. It's going to be a lion or an animal they hope could win.
Like a bear.
Maybe if they had bears. Probably more access to lions than bears.
Probably not really just do this.
Our next word is riot. What is our word?
Riot.
A riot is going to be a protest of a large number of people. So if a riot always has a large number of people and they're protesting, they don't like what's going on, and usually riots will get violent. So we see up there the people are not liking what's going on, and they're violent about it. They are protesting. They don't like what's happening, and it's a large number of people. Apollo.
Don't we have a riot go through our state right now?
Not through our state, but I mean, riots happen across our country all the time, and it's unfortunate, and I don't know what to tell you about it, right? Next up, we have the word shortage. What's our word? Shortage. So last week, we learned a word that would be the opposite of this, but a shortage is a lack of something, such as food, money, or water. What was our word last week that we learned that was the opposite of shortage? If you know it, say it.
Wealthy.
Surplus.
What?
Surplus. And it might not be up on our words, but a surplus, and it's not up there. We don't have every word up there. A surplus is going to be an extra amount of something. So We read that once Romans took over a lot of places, they had a surplus of food because they were able to trade and stuff, and they had a lot of extra stuff. So they were allowed to spend more time praying. A shortage is going to be the opposite of something. So you don't have enough money, you don't have enough food, you don't have enough water, a shortage of something. Yes.
Oh, what's your picture of?
Grocery store. It's empty. There's a shortage. There's nothing there.
Oh, I see.
Today, as we do our read aloud, you guys are going to be filling out an activity page today. And we are going to be on, and this should look familiar to us, it's a picture pause again. It's the Roman life part 2. Now, we've talked a lot. We have talked a lot recently about what it looks like to take notes, correct? These are to be organized and to be neat. And we have gone over some good examples lately of some different people's good note-taking skills where it's organized, maybe writing in a little bit smaller fashion so that it's nice and neat. Today for our picture pause, for the pictures that we have, it'll say like, what would it have been like to be born and raised in a patrician family? So you're going to be able to write a little bit there. Doesn't have to be totally complete sentences, but you're getting your thoughts down. Last rights that women did not have in ancient Rome society, or list rights, sorry, that women did not have in ancient Roman society. List rights that ancient women did have in society. So you're going to probably have 2 sections, right? Did not have and a did have section. So rights they had, rights they did not have. Then we also have, how did the Roman government try to solve some of the problems of city life? So you'll think, well, some of the different ways, just brainstorm bullet point ideas. There is a backside to it. And it's just it says big picture. If you were to summarize the main idea of today's read aloud about Roman life in 1 to 2 sentences, what would you write about? So trying to think overall, what is our reading about today as we go through? Sound good? This is going to be page, I do not want you to tear it out. This is page 77 in your activity notebook. Go ahead and open it up. Page 77 in your activity notebook. We'll go ahead and jump into our read aloud once I see everybody's is out. Page 77 of your activity notebook. Remember, it's 2-sided, but we'll talk about it as we go.